Good evening from the final day here in Vieste. My name is Sandy and I'm joined here in the booth by Greta Marchega. And what a day.
Yes, what a day, what a week actually.
What a week, what a week. We've had everything from full thunderstorms, lightning, people hiding in the booth and in the tent.
Also a lot of sun though.
Yeah.
Don't put Italy in a wrong position.
No, not
right
at all.
Now, huh?
I was getting to it. To beautiful sunshine, some great wind conditions for both the foil style and, as we saw today, the freestyle.
Oh yes, finally. I mean, we've been waiting for it the whole week long.
Yep.
We got the ladies out there, completed a whole single elimination. We got a winner, we got a result, as we did in the foil style.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's start off talking about the foil style, I suppose. I mean, I can't believe that we managed to get that together. So impressive to see the level from the riders.
It's been insane.
Great to hear, from the riders as well, saying they were also impressed with each other's level. I don't think they were quite expecting everyone else to sail, I keep saying the word level, but to that level.
No, but it's true. I mean, it was pretty much an experiment for everybody.
Yep.
We had a real proper premiere going on here. Windsurfing history, as I like to call it. And yeah, it's been pretty special to be part of it, actually. So, I mean, it's been so amazing. I'm feeling a little bit melancholic and sad, actually, that the week is over now.
Yep.
And we all have to fly home again.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been such a great week, and we've managed to cover everything. We had two days of the foil style, and then today we managed to, as you said, finish off the girls' elimination and crown a champion here for the girls. The men's, whilst we got through all of round one and a couple of heats into round two, unfortunately the wind died by the time we got there. So unfortunately no result for the men's freestyle, but still what a show that they managed to put on today.
Exactly.
And some real standouts.
Exactly. And as an image says more than 1,000 words, let's have a look at the highlights, I would say.
Absolutely. That's it for finals day here in Vieste, and what a day it's been. From thunder and lightning and loads of rain in the morning to explosive action on the water this afternoon. As soon as the wind started filling in, we kicked off straight with the men's single elimination for freestyle. Some notable performances from the freestyle single elimination include the young ripper from Japan, Takumi Maria, his first European event here, and just put on an absolute show in the light winds we saw here. Another standout performance was Jamie Howard from the UK, very narrowly being defeated by Lennart Neubauer in the second round, but really keeping him on his toes and actually beating him on the port tack side. And then finally, of course, we can't talk about freestyle without Yento Cares putting down the highest heat score of the day with over 33 points as the wind was dropping. After a short heat break, the women took to the water and put on an absolute show, showcasing why women's freestyle is well and truly alive and here to stay. Running through the heats, we saw everything from bobs, shakas and air flackers from Maaike Hooverman, Lisa Kloster, Ode Johanna Brodholt and Claire Elliott from the UK. Finally, emerging victorious, claiming her second event win in a row, was Maaike Hooverman, putting on an absolute display of silky smooth moves out here on the waters of Vieste. Unfortunately, due to the deteriorating conditions, we weren't able to finish the men's single elimination, but we managed to get a great result for the women, showcasing why women's freestyle is so incredible. And then, of course, the new edition of foil style, we managed to get a single and a double elimination and a full result there with Yento Cares taking the victory there. So yeah, what an event, and we can't wait to come back next year. And here we are. We've got someone in the booth, Mr. Yento Cares. Welcome.
Welcome, and congratulations, first of all.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, super stoked.
Talk us through how your experience of this week's been from, the start of the week, having that meeting with the judges, talking about foil style, and how those burners, especially, were going to be judged to obviously you on the podium just now. Take us through your journey for the last 5 days.
Yeah, we came to this event with not really knowing what was gonna happen in foil style. We were all a bit unsure. From our side as the riders, but also the judges and everything. We all know we could do some moves, but we really had to discuss with the judges how it's gonna be judged, and I think at the end worked pretty good out.
Definitely.
We had some different ways of thinking in some moves than they had, and with some discussing, we came up with a really nice way to compete. So yeah, it was definitely working out pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was great to see.
Yeah, it was. And were you, we've talked about it a lot. Were you said it as well, actually. You were quite surprised about the level of all of the other riders as well.
Yeah, exactly. We never really foil styled all together. I have did some sessions with Steven and some other guys around, but we never really sailed much together on the foil with nobody, so you don't really know which level it is, and everyone was a bit afraid of his own level still.
Yeah.
We know we can do some moves, but putting that moves in a 9-minute heat is a whole different story, and
True.
I was really surprised how good everyone was sailing. So yeah, that was really cool, and how further we go on this, it's even gonna get better.
I mean, I'm wondering now, after this victory, did you really get into the taste of foil style? Are you training on that even more now, or you still prefer like classic freestyle?
Classic freestyle will definitely stay the priority, but there is like it opened like a new world, you know, like
Definitely.
we can go in super light wind conditions, like when back in the days only slalom guys were getting out, and we maybe were pumping to get something done, and now we can send it big, and I like to go big, so yeah, definitely it's gonna be some whole lot more time on the water.
I mean, that's what we discussed the other day, actually. It opens, as you just said, a whole new world to riders, to windsurfers who want to go out there, but also for the whole industry, I believe, actually. So we will see how it evolves, and I think this was actually a very important start for this discipline.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Especially now with freestyling, we have something to offer from zero wind with the toe in, then in foil style with the lighter wind, and then freestyle when it really starts getting exciting. So yeah, super cool about that.
Yeah, definitely. I think this event is a perfect example of that. You know, we realistically we were a bit unlucky with the forecast and the conditions that we got, and if we hadn't decided to run the foil style here, it would have been a bit of a slog to try and get through some heats, you know, really underpowered.
Yeah.
It would have been difficult, but instead we saw some insane moves, you know, you guys going so high, Stephen doing back loops, you doing, you know, almost full whole rotation in the air pascos. You know, you mentioned that move became a bit of a cheat code for you. Yeah, talk us through how that was and how you went about sort of putting a heat together with the foil style.
Yeah, putting a heat together is a bit different than in freestyle because, like I said before, we are all still a little bit limited on the amount of moves we can do, consistency in the heat. The Pasco for me was one of my moves that I could do, and it's a higher scoring move, and I figured out here only that the other guys are not able yet to do, because I'm sure when we go to Geneva, everyone is going to do it. I definitely need to come up with a new plan for there.
New strategy coming up. Yeah, but you said the right thing. I mean, I believe that many guys will train after this event properly now on foil style. We get some time over the summer, and super curious what is going to happen next, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, exactly. I really hope that there is more people coming into it so we can do more events like this. For me, this event was super nice. I didn't really have the feeling that we were waiting so much around because we had 2 amazing days of foil styling. We tried to run today. The single in fin was unfortunately too light, but for some other guys who didn't join the foil, it's been a long event waiting and trying to get out, and just don't get that feeling.
True.
Exactly. And then also today, you know, we didn't get to finish the men's elimination, so we didn't manage to get a result, but you still managed to put down the highest heat score of the day with over 33 points. How did that feel? How are you feeling with your freestyle level? You know, obviously we're going into the kind of summer break before the final events of the year. How are you feeling about your level, and have you got any kind of plans coming up?
I feel good with my level. Like the last couple of years, I always felt really good in competition. This season, the beginning, I was a bit maybe not really unlucky, but with Leonard coming back and the seasons getting a bit messed up, it didn't really went my way everywhere, but you know, like, it is what it is. This is competition, and I was definitely stoked today to put some moves in super light wind conditions. Unfortunately, we couldn't go further on.
Such a pity. Very true. So what are your upcoming plans? Where are you going next?
I just gonna be a lot on the water. Where?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just gonna be decided by Windy or Windguru or whatever app is gonna set me to the best location.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, and so congratulations on everything you achieved in this event. It's been great calling the heats and watching you on the water. And yeah, best of luck with wherever you're going next. And we'll see you in Geneva for some more foiling.
Can't wait to see you ripping again.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Okay, let's have a look one more time in the overall result, in the foil style results. So we just had here the winner, actually, Jentel Kers. In second place, Leonard Neubauer from Greece. And in third place, absolutely ripping as well, Steven van Broekhoven.
Yeah, and then a special mention has to go out to Tim Gerdes, the young Brouwersdam ripper, who put in such a performance on the foil. I don't want to say it was unexpected, because obviously we've seen how he's been sailing, on Instagram, things like that, all the foil clips that he's been putting out. But, even the other Brouwersdam guys saying, he's really good on the foil. So, yeah, a special mention has to go out to him. Everyone's been so impressed with his performance. And then, of course, Lucy Honegger as well, the only girl to be competing in the foil style and really putting it out there and her goal was to try and get more girls into it and to kind of come into the sport and come to these events and get involved.
Definitely, absolutely. I mean, she was here to inspire more ladies, and that's definitely what she did. And so did actually the other girls, I would say. I mean, we had some powerhouses here, a whole bunch of power ladies giving their best in pulling off a show for us. It's been amazing to see them finally ripping today on the water, and the conditions were there, and they really pulled up a show for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of the ladies, we are joined in the booth.
Here they are.
Micah Hooverman and Lisa Kloster, first and second place in this event. Girls, congratulations.
Congratulations, ladies. Well done. We're so proud of you. It's been amazing to see you all together. I mean, this was such a proud moment for me also, to see the girls out there together, ripping together, having the best time. And this is what it's all about for me.
Absolutely. Talk us through how your week's been and, your impressions of this event and everything like that. Micah, first.
I mean, the event was super cool. I was super happy to come out here in the first place. It was a bit of waiting, so
waiting game was on. That's true.
That was hard, but it was the three of us with Claire, and I think we got through it together. And trying to do some fun things like pump foiling as well, and just trying to be on the water and staying motivated. But it was good to get the win, obviously, today, and
It's been great. It's been amazing. What about you, Lisa? Your week, your summary of this week.
Of this week, lots of waiting, as you mentioned, but I'm really happy that at the last final day we got some guests coming through that we can use, and also really happy to did the final together with my friend and my idol, Micah. Yeah.
And how are you both feeling about your level on the water today? Obviously, super difficult conditions, really, really light, very much kind of on the edge of contestable conditions, but both of you put on such a great performance, smashing out
pulling
shackers.
out everything you could. I mean, really made the best of what was there.
Yeah, absolutely. How are you feeling about your level in these conditions?
It's hard. We were both saying that this is not sort of conditions that we would probably go out sailing for. So that's why I think we were struggling a little bit, but all of us jumped to bigger sails later on.
It was a good decision,
and
definitely.
that really helped. And I think it's also like something to learn from is that we should go out in these kind of conditions, because a lot of the competitions actually take place when it is a bit less windy.
True.
But I mean, it's it was fun, and I think we'll take this as a lesson and try to get even better for next competition.
Best mindset. I mean, you couldn't have said it in a more beautiful way. We're here to learn all from each other, to inspire each other, and this was actually a very good lesson to be prepared for all kind of conditions, because you never know what's going to happen in a competition.
No.
And you always need to adapt and to go with the flow, actually.
Absolutely. And what about you, Lisa?
I think Micah summed it up perfectly.
Stole her answer, Micah. Yeah.
I mean, what was really nice for me to see is also that you girls were on the water, but when you came back, you actually just told us that you had a chit-chat together and actually cheering for each other when the other girl did the move. And this is actually so inspiring also to get other younger girls into the scene, into competitions, because some of the girls might be out there a little bit afraid and
of course.
Maybe I'm not good enough, and they really look up to you. And I don't know, maybe you have something else to give to the girls outside there who want to join you for the future.
Lisa first?
Yeah, please come. No, it's always a good vibe, and we're happy to have more girls. So, yeah, please come.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
Don't be scared to come. I think
Yeah.
that's the message. There's no like super competitive vibes or anything. We all super happy to see each other.
Yeah.
During the heat, we're like screaming towards each other if someone's done a cool move, and there's only positive vibes. So
And that's very true. I mean, we could feel them all over the beach, all over the place during the whole day. So that's been great. I have actually, out of curiosity, an important question. Are you going to join the Freestyle in the future?
I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
I'm not sure you sounded too sure.
Not
about
so
that there.
convinced. No.
The thing is, the boys make it look so easy.
Yeah.
But
True.
I think it's really hard. But I
Yeah.
definitely want to give it a go, because the show that they were able to put on in
Yeah.
such light conditions is really cool to see, and I think
True.
it could
Agree.
push the sport forward as well. So I definitely want to have a go. I'm a bit scared it's going to be really hard.
I mean, you girls are always ripping, so I see you ripping already on that one as
Yeah.
well. I mean, you can join Lucy in the end. She will be super happy and stoked about that,
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not like freestyle's easy as well.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
that's
it's all very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I loved particularly what you said in the interview earlier, Micah. You know, going on what you guys have just said also about, you know, if there are any girls out there and whether they're looking for tips on a move, or, you know, what gear to buy, or
Yeah.
you know, where to go at a certain time of year if they want to go on a windsurfing trip or
Yeah.
anything. You know, it's not like you guys are completely inaccessible.
No,
you
no,
know,
not at all.
you know, definitely message you guys on Instagram or
Yeah.
you know, anything like that.
Yeah, we can make a group chat and you know, travel or even just go for sessions
Yeah.
or send videos, and we'll try to help you with moves and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, you know, it is one of those things, you know, there is always a trouble with the girls and getting more girls into it. And it's a very intimidating sport.
It
And
is.
especially when you see guys like Steven and Yento, they don't mean to be at
Yeah.
all. And actually, as soon as you speak to them, you realise how lovely they are
Yeah.
and everything. But,
Yeah.
you know, you do watch them doing these huge moves, and
Yeah.
especially if it's really windy. And if you're a girl who has just learnt to Vulcan, or you know is in the process of learning these,
True.
you know, your entry level freestyle moves, I can see why they're like, I can't go to a
Yeah.
competition,
Yeah.
you know. But actually, something we really want to do, and we spoke about it earlier, is, you know, with the Freestyle Pro Tour, whilst it is about you girls at the top of the sport, you know, really pushing the level, it is also about nurturing, you know, other
Young
you know,
talents.
well, no, it doesn't even have to be younger riders,
No.
but just
Yeah.
riders in general that just
Yeah.
want to come along, have a go, whether they can do only a couple of moves or whether they
Yeah.
can fill a score sheet, just coming along, and actually they'll probably learn more from this
Learning
event.
by doing.
Definitely.
Learning
and
by
what's
doing.
good to say as well is that everyone here, including all the guys like Jentel, they'll be super excited to see new faces,
Yeah.
especially new girls.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, in the end, it's all about learning by doing. So you have to come here and to grow with it also.
Yeah. Well, I said it earlier. The only way to get experience is by getting experience.
Yeah, exactly. exactly.
If you want more experience and, you know, to get better at competitions, you have to go to the competitions and
Yeah.
get more experience.
And I mean,
you
we
know?
could clearly see that in Freestyle, that certain riders, they just got better throughout the heats, you
Yeah.
know. Every heat they advanced, they just got better and better, and you see a really fast learning process in that also, and that's
But even,
pretty cool.
Even for you girls in, you know, the heat, we
So-
obviously, you know, came in and then went back out, and, you know, you guys changed sails and things like that. Improving doesn't necessarily have to be technique. It's also, you know, like awareness, gear choice, everything like that. You know, all these things come
Everything
together.
around, yeah.
When it comes to, you know, being and obviously the, you know, the mindset as well, not being psyched out by your opponent or getting nervous. But as you said, you know, you're all cheering and whooping when you see someone do a big shaka or something like that. And that's the same for the men as well. You know, of course, there's that stone cold competitive edge that I'm sure you all have. Micah, you've definitely, we know you have it, and I'm sure you do as well, Lisa. But at the same time, it's awesome to see the kind of community vibe as well among all you girls.
I heard a lot during the last days. I heard a lot of times the word windsurfing family, and I think that is really accurate actually
Yeah.
for all of us.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Describes it pretty well.
I think so too.
So, said that, girls, what are your plans for the summer? What is upcoming on the plans, on maybe the training schedule, whatever?
I don't think there is any plans. I heard Jentel say he's going to be on the water lots. I hope that's going to be like that for me as well.
Well, no plan is also sometimes a plan, you
Yeah.
know?
True. Yeah, I think just at home in Fuerte, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to Kiel, maybe Kieler Woche, which is an event in Germany,
Mhm.
and then maybe also Fuerte in the summer, and hopefully some sailing. Yeah.
Sounds
Awesome.
good. Amazing.
Awesome. And whilst those places are very windy, we did have a few days ago where there wasn't so much wind. And Micah, you put on a real show for the locals of Vieste.
Oh, the toe-in.
The toe-in.
Yes.
That's what I'm referring to.
It took me a second.
Yeah. So let's take a little look at the highlights of the toe-in from a couple of days ago.
Ciao guys! Due to the fact that there is no wind today, we made it to beautiful old town of Vieste for some epic toe-in session. I mean, this is such an incredible place. The guys are getting ready to get in the water. Have a look of such an amazing toe-in. How was it for you to be doing toe-in such an epic place?
Yeah, actually, it's the second time I'm here on the old town, and it's epic. It's like look very unique, and you have like the water straight away on the old town. And the more that you go deep, you more surprised you will be from the scenery. You look inside. It's like just look amazing.
I made a combo, I made the triple air funnel. That I love it because it's combo moves and it's my specialty. At home I'm doing this a lot. And I love the feeling of the air funnel.
It's pretty sick because actually when you go around with a jet ski, you get a 360 view of the whole place. And yeah, it's quite magic coming in with full speed and doing a trick. I think it was a little crowd as well.
Yes.
And yeah, it's really cool. Like just, it's not the everyday windsurfing scene that we have, so it's cool to mix it up for sure.
It's just amazing. I mean, the town is beautiful. I'm happy to be here. You get a nice vision when doing the toe-in of the town, of the lighthouse, the walls, all the houses.
Obviously, it's a very different place than what we usually sail, so it's nice to see all the people sort of coming to have a look here.
Yes.
And yeah, people that maybe would normally never watch windsurfing, so it was a really cool experience.
Mr. Sims.
We're back in the booth with the boss.
Here we go, yes. Back here.
Back in,
back
back
at
in.
it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much fun has that been, eh?
It's been such an
You
amazing
might say
week.
we've had a nice 5 days.
Indeed, indeed. It's always a pleasure to come down here. So
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoy it.
Absolutely, yeah. Talk us, I mean, I feel like we've kind of had this conversation already, but now that we've finished this afternoon and been able to crown some winners, especially for the women's and, of course, the foil style, talk us through your impressions of this event and how you think it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, the event, the times we've done it before has been, it's been quite windy. We've been very fortunate with the forecast.
Yeah.
Coming into this event, it looked a bit like there was something on the weekend coming. It wasn't going to be as strong as we'd known before. So we knew it was going to be a bit lighter, but still it looked like it was going to be contestable. In the build up to it, we had the foil style, and this is really, it went above and beyond my expectations.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Aw,
So we
that's
really
amazing to hear.
saw the crazy moves that they're doing. The level is already quite far advanced there, but also at the same time still accessible. You can see
Definitely.
that there's a promise for people to come into it, but also the level to be pushed further and further as we go. And then we had that fun tone we just saw now. That was cool. That was a bit of kind of a
Special.
special, but also just a bit sudden how it happened. And it was like, oh, okay, let's do this, and they got the permission and kind of a little sign of perhaps what's to come next year. There was some discussions and talks, so it's quite exciting.
I've heard rumours of a night show already.
Indeed, yeah, it'd be cool to do that. Years ago, back in the UK, we had this night show. We did the event in Weymouth, and it was a very similar arena, a bit more open. It was actually on fireworks night, so there was a barge out in the ocean.
Oh my
There
God.
was fireworks
That
going
sounds
off, and we
amazing.
had like just a couple spotlights coming in, and it was really spotlighting the rider as they came around the moves. So I can really imagine something like that working here, you know.
Awesome.
Not so
Definitely.
floodlit, but more really focused lighting.
Yeah.
Would be cool. So yeah, and then we came into today. We got underway with the men's, and a valiant effort from all of those out there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And we saw some good moves.
Oh,
But,
man.
in the end, it's about competition is very much about equal fair chance.
Yeah.
Very
and
important.
It is always a focus of the tour, of the experienced judges, the head judge Emmy, that they make sure that the competitors get this fair chance.
Yeah.
So they have to have enough move attempts and not just some moves, small sliding moves, things like this, or half moves. They want to make sure everyone's had their chance. And so that was really important today. And because of the difficult conditions, it kind of, rolled over. Some heats were cancelled or postponed. So in the end, time just ran out on that. But the women, fantastic show from them.
Yeah.
And,
That was great.
we really were lucky to be able to get a competition there and a result with the women. Them going out in that first heat and sailing again, going out with their 5.2s. I heard you speaking to Micah and Lisa earlier about the 5.2 and taking that bigger sail. Yentul also said to me just out there that it was very exciting that the girls were now taking the 5.2s and trying this. Just opens the door. It means that it gives a better chance at an event. Events always on schedule, so
Yeah, absolutely.
you have that fixed time. So
Yeah.
it was good. It was enjoyable. It was a fun event, and
Agree.
I
Agree
guess you guys enjoyed it
1000%.
also, no?
Oh my God, we
for
loved
sure.
it. We're very sad to leave this
Yeah,
booth,
the
feeling a bit melancholic.
Yeah, the safety of the booth.
Feeling very melancholic actually, because there've been nothing but good vibes going on here, on the water, off the water. So can't
Yeah.
really say more than that. To
I
be
think
honest.
I think the big thing that's impressed me so much, or that's left an impression on me, is like the camaraderie among all the riders.
Oh, yeah.
And it's perhaps at events past I haven't necessarily noticed it as much, or maybe it's just because a lot of them are the riders. Maybe they're all just growing up and maturing a little bit, or I'm not really too sure. I can't put my finger on what it is, but there's just seems to be just so much support from the meeting we had before the event with the judges about the foil style, to the kind of AGM, the big meeting with the riders and updates on the tour that we had a couple of days ago. Just the way the older riders are just looking out for all the younger riders, and the girls as well, saying anyone landed any moves out there on the water today, they're all whooping and hollering, even if they were in a heat against them. Just at every level and aspect of this entire event, every rider has been there to kind of help out the other riders, and it's been something quite magical about that, in my opinion.
Yeah, there was something special in the air, definitely. Sorry.
I couldn't agree more. So there's totally like, it's kind of this generational thing as well. There's like the generations of freestyle windsurfing. There's definitely a generation that through that COVID era sort of moved on and progressed, and a new generation is shining on through. So it's super cool to see those kind of younger up and comers, going for it and coming to all the events and really giving it a good chance. It's nice. Excited, looking forward to what's to come.
Yeah, well, that leads me
So
perfectly
are
to
we.
it.
So are we.
with that in mind, can you give us a bit of a teaser of what we've got to come for the rest of the 2023 season?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a little bit of a summer break now. Everyone will be sort of going off and training. It looks like they're just going to be following the wind. That's all I heard.
Exactly.
Super cool, They just open the app, like, oh, there's wind there, and they cruise on over there. So very much that surfer lifestyle, which is cool. I love that, and I think I'll be doing something a little bit similar now. So it's really fun. Then we go to Geneva. So we'll have the event in Geneva.
Yep.
We were there a couple of years ago, and we had this foil style and tow-in event. Sadly, the wind was extremely light. We gave it a good attempt. And that's why this one was the first sort of counting event, you know. So, and we're really excited to go back there. We'll give it another shot. And the tow-in show is mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's the viral videos with the wakeboard boat, triple air rotations.
Exactly,
yeah, the craziest freestyle moves you've probably ever seen.
I mean, people are loving Tawin, you know. It's such a... You can always pull off a great show.
Yeah.
People are just loving it. They get crazy out of it.
Exactly, and it draws a crowd. So, you know, it's there for the show factor. And, I mean, as you point out with the moves as well, it's something that you push the moves so far, they kind of almost go beyond.
Yeah.
And they show a sign of what
could happen.
Possible in the future. Maybe these young up-and-comers, they're the ones that are going to be doing those moves in the future. Or Jento or Lennart or Sam and Steve, you know, these guys that were really pushing it back when we had the event in Geneva last time. And Geneva, it set a big standard as well for the tow-in discipline. And we're starting to do some of the other events sort of come up to that with that amazing event in Vesoul in France.
Yeah.
We have Geneva, and then it looks like we will potentially go to Prassanisi. This is on the calendar and it's looking promising. And then some rumours, one or two possible other things going on. And then we've our sort of Proving Ground Series events as well. So there's a few things still going on the Proving Ground Series.
Sounds exciting.
Let's watch this space. Next year, we've got already some really good advanced chats and contracts already in place for some pretty major upgrades. So looking forward to that.
Very exciting. Very exciting. Well,
I think we all need to let's sync this week because it's been so great, and then we can look forward to the next ones.
Yeah,
indeed.
Absolutely. Well, thank you to all of you guys who have tuned in over the last 5 days. We've loved reading your comments.
Mille.
We've loved reading the comments. We've loved hearing from you across all of our social channels. Everything like that. It's been awesome to see. And yeah, I guess all we have to leave you with is the winners' ceremony from just earlier this evening. And yeah, signing out from myself, Greta, and Adam. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you have, please make sure you're giving us a follow on @Freestyle Pro Tour on TikTok and Instagram. And yeah, don't forget you can check out all of the videos from this event. If you haven't managed to catch the action, you can do that on our YouTube and over on our Facebook as well. Signing out, we will see you guys for the next one.